Hi, this is Lynn, and today we're going to look at the problem of perhaps you moved your website. When you imported it, you did an export and an import using the WordPress tools, and some or all of your images didn't show up in your media library. How do you fix that? And how do you know when it happens? What happened to me, some of my images showed up and some of them didn't. I figured it out. Well, you can obviously tell that there's something missing here. You can go and click the edit button, and it takes you to the image details of this image, and here's the URL. It's not all there. Something has happened to it. How do you get it back? Well, first of all, you have to have a copy of it somewhere else. I had an uploads folder that I took from a backup and then extracted it, and I had all of my backups in a folder. Go back and find them. You can do a search for these missing images in your media library. You can just go and search for the name, and having this in there is helpful because you can see what you had named it. But when you find that it's not there, then I have used this aSync plugin. So let's go to installed plugins. This is the plugin down here, aSync. I just downloaded it. It's free from the repository. And then once you have it activated here, then go to media or settings and down here to aSync. And now you want to tell it to scan the directory at your host. It's going to be in the WP content uploads, and I have put in here 2021/04 because I've just put in one image for this month that I want this plugin to find. Show the dry run option. That means you can do a dry run before you change anything, and you save the changes, and that means that's what it's going to go and find. So next, after you've done that, you go to up here to media and down here to aSync, and you say you want it to scan files. It already knows. It's already, since you did the settings, you can say scan the files at my host in this folder and import them, except we checked the dry run. So it's right now it's just going to scan it. Here are some of the settings. I just left it to the default. Right now it's imported 0 because we haven't told it to. Now I don't have very many images in here. This is an image that I uploaded to my host and I wanted it to find it. I'm going to check that. All of these grayed out ones, you can see it's already in there. So I just want this one, check it. I can say import selected, and it says it imported 1 out of 1 items, but I just checked my media library and it wasn't there. So I'm going to say import selected. Okay, I'm going to uncheck this dry run and I'm going to say import selected. It says done, highlighted files were successfully imported, rescan to see the changes. And it's saying files are already in the media library. It was skipped because it's already there. So I'm going to go over here to the library. That's the one that I just imported in, 1-year CD rates. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. I just was using it for an example. And after your image is imported, it's automatically going to put it back into that blog article or page that you had it in before. You'll see that they will just reappear in there. That's what happened to me when I was redoing mine. But if you have an old image from way back when, like I had shown you here, then it will put it back because you imported that image into your host into the correct place. So let's go over here to my file manager, and you can see here are all my uploads, and you just need to put it in the right folder and in the right month, and then aSync will put it back to where it's supposed to be. It's a really great plugin, and I'm glad it's free too. I went and left them a review. I thought it worked really well, and they do say to be careful because it does make changes to your database. And it does, because it's going to put it in your database at your host. But I hope that will be helpful to you if you have moved your images. If you have any questions, leave a comment on my blog. Thanks.